This is a movie.
Keep repeating. It's only a movie. Only a movie. Only a movie.
I love movies. Gosh, I love movies.
Listen to the Matt and Mark Movie Show.
Welcome back to... I hate this. Let me do that again. It's always a good way to start the show is when I just delete.
Tons of dramatic pauses in between words.
Yep.
Welcome.
Why did I do... Yeah. That was like very Fox News of me. This morning on Fox.
You were watching too much
News.
news.
I have been watching too
This
much news.
on Fox.
What if I said I was watching too much news, but the news I was actually watching was like ESPN or something stupid where it's not really news, but people can...
No, it's physical media news.
Yeah.
This week releasing
it's
on
all
Blu-ray.
news. They're like, did you see what happened? Have you been following the news cycle? I'm like, yeah, I can't believe The Fall is finally coming to 4K. That's not the news cycle I was talking about. Hello, everybody. This is the Matt and Mark Movie Show. This week, we are going to be talking about Wolfman, we got a new Wolfman movie. And for people who are new around here, you don't even know. I fuck with wolf movies. I love werewolf shit. I love werewolf movies. So there was no way we were not going to review a werewolf movie that's brand new in the theater. That was just fucking non-negotiable. So we're going to be talking about Leigh Whannel.
There's been a couple, too.
There's been a couple. I know. I still have to see Werewolves. I was going to try and watch Werewolves before this episode specifically, and I never got around to it. Sorry, everybody. Maybe in the future.
Shame on you.
Maybe in the future. Have you seen... Did you see Werewolves?
I heard bad things about it.
I heard bad things,
all the
too.
werewolf stuff that came out was all bad news.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're not going to be discussing Werewolves, but we are going to be talking about Wolfman. But first, we got to do some other things first. You know what I realized, Mark, is that... I don't know if you remember this, but our best, our favorite movies of the year episode from 2023 was like our highest rated episode last year. It was like the most downloaded. It was right. And
damn,
I should have known because we did that. We did it best, our favorite of 2024 episode. And it's already in like the triple digits for downloads for us, like the audio pod.
Oh, shit.
And you know what pisses me off, Mark? It's amazing, and thank you to everybody who's listened and downloaded. But you know what sucks about it?
What happened?
I was a shitty host and forgot to talk about our socials, give our YouTube, talk about our voicemail. All the fucking pressing shit that I'm supposed to do, I didn't do on probably what is going to be our most listened to episode of the year. So people are going to come to that episode, they're going to hear it, they're going to have no fucking clue what to do with us. So that's on me, everybody.
And then you type in Matt and Mark in Google, and it just 500 things pop up.
There's like a fucking music duo named Matt and Mark. I'm not even kidding. There's like Matt and Mark albums. That's not us. It's like two dramatic guys in a black and white photo. Like one guy's leaning up against the wall, another guy's like sitting on the floor.
Very moody lighting.
Super moody. You know who I bet listens to Matt and Mark though? The music artists? Jeff.
Sign. Oh.
Jeff from Love of Cinema.
My name is Jeff.
Welcome back, Jeff, to the show. Welcome back to Love of Cinema, too, by the way. They finally came back from their break. They were off for like a month, and they're back. So welcome back, fellas. Good to have you back. Hey, I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. Our socials. We're on Instagram, at The Matt and Mark Movie Show. We're on Threads, The Matt and Mark Movie Show. Blue Sky, The Matt and Mark Movie Show. YouTube. Like and subscribe to us there. We have a voicemail that no one calls. 707-948-6707. I am going to do this too, because you know what? I didn't even do this either. I fucking suck, man. You know what we didn't say last week? Give us ratings and reviews. Give us ratings and reviews. We haven't asked for that in so long. Please give us ratings and reviews wherever you listen to this show.
Unless it's 1 star. Then feel free to be lazy.
Then feel free to not. Feel free to RSVP no to that shit. Miss me with your 1-star review. No, please, if you like what you hear, or even if you don't like what you hear, please leave us 5 stars. Please tell your friends. You don't even have to write a review. Yeah, dude. You don't have to be Pauline Kael. You don't have to write 3 paragraphs about this shit. Just write something. Hey, great show, great pod. Hey, listen to it with my girl to get in the mood. Whatever you want to say.
Oh my god. That poor couple, whoever the fuck they are.
I bet Ben H has like a
Hey,
barn.
babe, check this out.
Don't you think Ben H has like a
It's
barn of
fun.
women that's like tied up to a wall? And he's like, I want to get in the mood. And he puts on one of our old episodes. It's like, it's you and me talking about Cocaine Bear or something. Matt and Mark, Cocaine Bear. Let me dial that one up. That's right, folks. We reviewed
Moonlight comes on.
Mark, we're going to do something too this week that we normally don't do. We haven't done this in a long ass time, dude. We're going to do some news because there's some news that is, I think, super relevant to this podcast. I thought I had some news music. Asbot, wake your ass up.
Asbot online.
There he is. Asbot.
That's not news music.
We need news music. Do you have news music? Okay, he's dialing something up. I think he's got something. No.
That's sad.
It's Gran
supposed to be
Torino.
blinky like that.
Well, it's actually appropriate because we have a sad we have a sad story to start our news segment with.
Oh man, yeah.
Mark, so it's no, I can't even talk. I'm so sad about it.
Dude, that'd be crazy if you just started crying.
If I just started bawling. Frasier. The Frasier reboot, or not a reboot, it's like a sequel. The Frasier show.
Yeah, it's pretty much a sequel.
The Frasier sequel show on Paramount Plus has been totally canceled. And I wanted to talk about that because we both love that show and we love Frasier, and I think it's fucked up. Mark, what are your comments?
I have nothing to look forward to in life.
They ripped away the one thing you care about.
It was the only positive thing that I watched.
2025, off to a banger start. David Lynch, dead. Frasier, gone.
Dead.
Presidential
Wait, why did it
shit.
get canceled?
Why'd it get canceled? That's a really good question. I don't know. Here's my opinion.
You made a new segment.
Here's my where I know nothing and have no facts. Here's my stipulation.
Frasier canceled. Next news item. David Lynch canceled. He's dead.
I get them mixed up. Frasier dead. David Lynch canceled.
You guys heard it here first.
No, this is what I think happened. I think
Did
that
Frasier touch someone? Oh.
No, Frasier did not touch someone. I mean, he touched millions in the heart, but he didn't inappropriately touch anyone. I think nobody watches Paramount Plus, and Frasier is suffering because of that. It has a shitty service that nobody uses because there are 14 gajillion streaming services, and people just don't have Paramount Plus.
Do you remember when they were on top like last year?
I feel like
Now they're
Paramount
the
Plus,
toilet.
like, it's funny, when like just their linear business, when they're CBS, their shows, because old people love CBS, dude. Like, CBS is always the top, okay? But they couldn't carry that shit over to streaming because old people don't know how to stream.
How do I log in, grandson?
Yeah, the grandson goes
Thanks
over.
a lot. Now you killed Frasier, you dumb old people.
Thanks, old folks. Just when we were all nice about you with Thelma, you go and you pull a stunt like this.
No. Senior representation was on this show and you killed Frasier, you bastard.
Yeah, this is a senior citizen show and y'all fucked it up. You made me get Southern just now. I said y'all. I never do that.
Dude, I've never heard you say y'all, and I've known you for over 20 years.
That's right. That's how you know I'm hurt
What is
deeply.
happening?
When I'm hurt deeply, my Southernness comes out. Y'all fucked up, is what I want to say. It is true. We're laughing. We laugh to keep from crying.
Keep from crying.
That's right. It's very sad. We both love the new Frasier show. And they're doing that thing every show now when they cancel it. They're like, we're going to shop it to other Streamers, let me tell you, no, that never works. It worked for like one show, like Gilmore Girls or some shit. They're not going to do that. It worked 1 out of 25 times. It's not going to happen. So I'm not even getting my hopes up.
Damn.
I know it sucks too, man, because I felt like they were really
so sad.
they were really hitting their stride. Didn't they hit their stride in the second season?
Better.
Like it was great.
I think when we talked about it, we were just talking about how we liked it even more and more, and then of course, because we talked about it too much that we liked it,
and they took it. They took it away. That's what we got to do, dude. We can't talk about shit we like, because they'll take it. Because life is unfair, dude. It's true. Okay, Mark. Any more commentary about Frasier getting canceled?
I wish I had more news to tell.
Okay.
But
Next,
I just found out from you.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're finding out live on air. Oh God. Mark, I'm glad I have you on this live podcast. I want to tell you something. Your favorite thing is dead. Welcome to the Matt and Mark Movie Show.
Dude, I literally have nothing to look forward to. It's terrible.
Dude, I told you, this year. What the fuck? Okay. All right, next item of business.
Please be good news.
This is good news. This is like a bad news, good news. So we did one bad story. Let's cheer everybody up now. Again, this is something that has to do with our show that we love. So we were talking, God, forever ago, about there being a Toxic Avenger reboot with Peter Dinklage is involved and Elijah Wood is involved. And remember, they were going to have this amazing thing. There were all these stills that came out for it, and the movie was going to come out. It was directed by Macon Blair, who made some really good fucking movies. I don't feel at home in this world anymore. Really great fucking movie on Netflix. And he's written a bunch of good shit too. He's in a bunch of Jeremy Saulnier movies. Fucking Green Room he's in. He's in Blue Ruin. He's in a bunch of those. Anyway, that guy's directing it. It was going to be hard R, gory, crazy, because it's trauma. They have to even though it's not a trauma production, they still want to make it, right? They want to pay homage to the trauma roots. Dude, that movie's been on a shelf.
And they got a lot to compete with.
Yeah, they have to compete. The movie's been on a shelf since 2023. Man, everybody's been waiting. Where the fuck is it? People forgot about it. A whole year goes by. The movie's done, complete. It even screened in a couple festivals, and they're like, why isn't this coming to the theater? What the fuck's going on? It's not on digital.
It's next to Batgirl.
They burned it in the Batgirl vault. Well, Mark, some fucking good news. Cineverse, the studio that made Terrifier mainstream, the people who released Terrifier 3 to become a fucking domestic global juggernaut, they bought the Toxic Avenger reboot, and it's coming out now. It's going to get a fucking theatrical release, the Terrifier studio, so I'm really excited about that.
I wonder if they were just shopping it around at the festivals then.
I think they were, but I think for some reason, I don't know what it was, people were just like, no one wanted to buy it. No one wanted to screen it. It was like, is the movie that controversial, that extreme? Because I feel like there have been way more extreme movies that are available and represented by pretty sizable studios, right? Shudder, people like that.
Yeah, somebody got a head pulled through their body. Like, what could be worse?
Yeah, exactly. That was IFC. That was a fucking IFC movie, too, that happened in. That's like one cousin away from PBS. You got PBS, you have a cousin, and that's IFC, and that's the cousin that ripped somebody's head through their body. We're talking about in a violent nature, everybody. Anyway. I'm so happy. I, as a huge trauma fan, I've been excited for the Toxic Avenger, this remake, reboot, reimagine, whatever you want to call it. So I'm excited it's finally coming out.
That's pretty crazy. How long is it ago since we watched it as kids? Jesus.
Yeah, man, it's been a long ass time, and I mean, I rewatch the classics, every once in a while. Speaking of Love of Cinema, I reviewed Toxic Avenger, the original, with those guys. I'm a big fan of the series, so I've been waiting for this. We finally got some good fucking news.
And they never invited me back after that.
All right, there you go. That wasn't too bad. Our news segment, I mean, it was 50% of it was pretty bad.
Yeah. Well, actually more than that, because you also said David Lynch died.
Oh, yeah.
So it was like peace. 2/3 bad news.
Rest in peace, David Lynch. It's so sad. It's so sad. All right, Mark, are we ready to talk Wolfman?
Yeah.
So I want to preface. Oh, let me hit this shit just in case. I think everybody knows, but spoiler It's a brand new movie, so we are going to be spoiling Wolfman. If you don't want spoilers, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe don't listen. But don't go away! Come back! We have other things to talk about.
And then rate us 5 stars.
Still rate us 5 stars. Still write a review, a passionate review about how much you love the show. Share our links, all that shit. Mark, I want to tell the people at home. I saw this movie. I think we talked about this before we started recording. I saw this movie on Saturday. So this is now 5 days later. You saw the movie literally like an hour ago. Mark left the theater, went around the corner, and began recording. So you are fresh as a daisy on it.
But here's the funny thing. Our memory levels are now equal. Because mine is terrible.
Yes. I'm depleted 50%. Mark is strengthened 50%. We'll meet in the middle. It's like the end of Gladiator when Maximus gets stabbed in the heart. And he's got to fight all wounded with like heart disease now. And that way Joaquin can stand a chance when he's like...
That's my brain. Joaquin Phoenix trying to keep up with you.
You're the Commodus.
Damn it, what a terrible name, too.
Commodus.
It's named after a commode. Toilet.
Is he the inventor of the commode? Was he the inventor of the commode? I shall call it Commodus.
After myself. Hey, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Yet I do feel relief when I enter the Commodus. And it is pleasing. I want people to be reminded of that pleasure. Commodus it is!
Malcolm McDowell would deliver that line flawlessly.
Wolfman is directed by Leigh Whannel, who, as people will recall, directed another Universal Monster update, The Invisible Man, back in 2020.
He's the Universal Monster Man now. Shit.
He is.
Lucky bastard.
He is. I've gone on record as saying I really enjoyed The Invisible Man. Were you a fan of that one too?
I remember not liking it that much, but as a film, it was very well made. And just like Wolfman, amazing sound design. Holy shit.
There you go. So let's do this, Mark. Since I actually, you know what? It's not quite predictions, but I want to ask Mark. I'm a werewolf fan. Mark, where do you think I came out on Wolfman 2025?
Oh, it's going to be tough. I'm going to say...
Commodus.
I'm going to say you liked it, but maybe there are some nitpicks.
Okay. And you know what? Fuck it. I'll just do a prediction for you. I'm going to say, Mark... I'm going to go ahead and say Mark disliked it. I think Mark disliked the movie. Shall we just pull the Band-Aid off?
All right. Do you want to go first?
Sure. I'm going to tell you something. I did not fucking like this movie, Mark. I really wanted to, Mark. I love Universal Monsters.
I think I kind of know why, too.
Okay, I can tell you my chief complaint. I have 2 giant complaints.
Can I predict one or no?
Go for it. You're going to get it.
I predict that you didn't like it because it actually didn't look like a wolf man.
Yes, that's 100% right. That's 100% correct.
Dude, you know what he reminded me of during one of the transitions? They played a trailer for that Flight movie.
Oh yeah,
Mel Gibson's movie. Flight Risk. Dude, he looks like Mark Wahlberg a bit. There's a part, and I just started laughing.
Where he's bald? Y'all need a pilot? Another guy who says go.
The trailer.
Mark, you were absolutely bang on correct. First point. I hated the fact that he does not look like a wolf man. I'm sorry. He does not look like you know what he reminded me of? He looked like
a wrinkly ball.
He looked like a testicle. Hair. He looked like a mix of a testicle and Jeff Goldblum in The Fly, with a little bit of hair kind of taped on him. I hated the look. I hated the underbite. I just did not fucking like it, man. And every time, though, here's the shitty thing. The movie teases you with kind of an interesting Wolfman design with the other Wolfman that's in the movie, he looks a little closer to what I think a traditional Wolfman would
Wasn't
look
one
like.
super hairy, right?
Yeah, that was
Am I wrong?
Yeah, that's the other Wolfman. The other Wolfman
That's
actually
like Wolfman
looks like a
Prime?
Wolfman. Yes, Wolfman Prime. Amazon Prime, Wolfman Prime. The Wolfman, unfortunately, that we get in this movie does not look like a Wolfman. I don't know how you fucked that up. I just thought his transformations were bad. Also, here's my second
It
problem.
felt super low budget to me. It was like,
Yes.
and then we're gonna run back and forth from houses. And I'm like, are we going anywhere else?
Okay, that's interesting. Here's my second big giant problem with the movie. Okay, so once you couple that with the Testicle Man, here's my second big problem. Testicle Man, because you have a super tiny cast in what is basically a containment piece, like a bottle episode that happens overnight, there are no victims in this movie. There's no body count. One guy dies. That's it. That's a huge problem for a Wolfman movie, I gotta tell you. Like, you go with the Benicio del Toro, I love that Gothic version, man. He's killing people are fucking dying left and right. Gothic people, gypsies, doctors, policemen, Hugo Weaving. Everybody dying in that movie. You need a body count for a Wolfman movie. When you only have 3 cast members in your movie, that's not conducive to a Wolfman movie, in my opinion.
And of course, they're in the most remote area where there's also nothing. There's barely any wildlife.
Don't you want to
either.
see the Wolfman roaming the countryside? Like, somebody hears something, they're like, what the fuck is that? Once you've seen the same 2 people react to the Wolfman the same way, like 4 times in a row, it's not as interesting. We know what they're going to do. We know how they're going to react, right?
It kind of almost felt like when it was over for me, I felt like it was a short film because nothing much happened. It was like city, cabin, leaving. I mean, it does bookend nicely, but you know what I think the problem is? I get the feeling the director, I don't know if it was not even about like, let's not talk, I'm talking out of my ass right now. I should preface this. I could be totally wrong, but it just felt like me, like the filmmaker was just like, this is a movie about generational trauma and anger issues with fathers and how it's carried on, and then you have to kill the angry father to cancel out the generational trauma.
You have to kill the beast of generational trauma.
So it felt like it was this allegory, and I was like, I don't want a fucking allegory. I want to see this guy turn into some hairy, psychotic beast. Like if he killed, I know it sounds terrible, but if he killed his wife and daughter, that would have made it a more compelling film instead of the end. If he's like, we should say that his daughter and the father have this thing where she can
she pretends to read his
but it's
mind.
Like a little game, and in the end, the daughter has this super cheesy line, and it sounds like it was supposed to be read by an adult, where it's like, he wants to be free. It's like, how do you know? The guy's just like, they're like,
yeah, like
on this deer thing.
Here's the thing. It's like, I think it's an interesting idea because what this movie does is it focuses on the infection. That's what it does. It's like, I'm going to set myself apart.
It's a zombie movie.
It's basically it comes at night.
Fucking zombie movie.
Remember, it comes at night with the people stranded inside. Stunk. Same thing. Same problem, right? Stunk. They're waiting for the outbreak to happen, to the infection to hit. That's what this felt like. It was like an infection movie.
More than Universal.
100%. Yes. And you have when you treat it like an infection movie, that's a cool idea. The problem is it's not cool for the whole movie. I think it's cool if you want to sort of introduce it that way.
Yeah.
Right? But if you don't go full-blown Wolfman, it just winds up, it's not a Wolfman movie. Is my problem.
You know what it should have been? Here's the part where I tell you how I would have done it.
Yes.
First, that whole movie should have been the first 15 minutes, except the father doesn't die and he looks cooler. And he goes from that stupid cabin and he goes to town.
Yes.
And then it turns out that whole network of underground, like, what do they call those people? Those doomsday preppers. They have to go kill because they kind of set it up like his father's almost like he's part of a kind of secret group, I guess, because they have that big red flag with the
feels like a militia or something.
Like,
yeah, it's like a militia.
Kind of like a militia
that.
And from what they've been saying, it's like they've been hunting this wolf creature throughout time. It's been around for a while, and even the preamble suggests that when you have the text on screen, it's like it kind of sets it up that this is something that's been occurring for a long time. Also, end of the movie. What the fuck happened to the prime werewolf?
Yes. They just left him in the house.
Completely forget that the prime werewolf, because the prime werewolf has to go after the father, and the father infects the son. After that, it's like prime werewolf. No one gives a fuck about that thing. It's like they just completely wrote him out of the script.
Yeah,
Also,
they forget about him.
That werewolf, the super hairy werewolf, because the movie was kind of dragging in the middle, I was just like, if that thing shit itself, man, that's crazy. Because then it's like, it's got the super hairy ass and legs. And it's like, that thing must smell terrible.
It definitely
What if it just had like
terrible.
shit crust on it?
That should tell you how interesting the movie is. That was what Mark was thinking. He was not invested at all. I'm gonna tell you, dude. You know, I think I could glean this, but you never directly said whether or not you liked or disliked the movie. It seems like you were firmly disliked it, or what?
I'm gonna say this one. I honestly think he's a good director. He can make a great movie. Technically, cinematography, loved it. Sound design was spectacular. When the father was talking in the cabin, I could hear him behind me, and it sounded like I was in a room. Very cool. Like I said, his control of sound is amazing. The problem is the script is just, it doesn't give the audience what they want. I mean, there's one couple in the background, and during every emotional scene, they were laughing for some reason. But I mean, I couldn't blame them, because it was really forced, because the story, it takes its time in the weirdest places. It's like, all right, is this like about the couple, or is this about the werewolf? And it's like, and now you're introducing the werewolf. Oh, okay, now the father's the werewolf, and then forget about that story. Now the father's just dead. He's disappeared. And then, okay, we're at the cabin. I don't know. It just, to me, it was like, it moved too quickly, but also at the same time too slow, and nothing really, like you said, really happens. You're kind of waiting for these scenes to have a payoff.
Yes.
And I'll say this, I love how the movie starts and ends, and that it bookends with the same shot. I thought that was really cool. So there's a lot of intelligent things happening. It's just the middle is so muddled, and nothing much happens in terms of action. And the trailer really built this up to be like, okay, cool. We're going to see the father transform, terrorize the family, and crazy shit's going to happen. But then it turns into like werewolf versus father werewolf.
Yes. That's the other shitty thing, is like they totally squandered that idea of the family being afraid of him, because he never turns on them. Yeah, there's a minute where he's kind of like primal with them, but like when they're escaping into the truck, I remember he's in the back seat with them, and I thought, oh, she's going to get out to check the battery, and he's going to try to hurt the daughter, right? Because you're leaving her inside the fucking cabin of this truck, right? But like, that never happens. So somehow he's able to control his primal tendencies, even though he's in an enclosed space, and the tension is high. Everybody's afraid because they know the other wolf. It was underbaked. Like, that stuff, it broke its own rules constantly. There were not enough scares. I thought the scares were really generic and uninspired. I think the problem with this movie too is like, yeah, it's very cool to have a barn at night and to try to do this all in one night. Okay, fine. But like, if it's all just atmosphere and setup, and like you said, there's no great payoffs to be like, oh shit, this thing we set up early. Like, I kept waiting for that generator to come back into play. When they first get to the house, they have to turn on that really loud generator, and it's going to attract all this attention. I thought, oh, that's for sure going to come back in a set piece later, so they can lure him. And also, that way.
By the way,
never
also
happens.
It's outside too, and the werewolf wasn't like, this used to be my house, I can just break it. He never does that. By the way, another thing they set up that I thought was really stupid was like, they tell you, it's slightly confusing at first, but basically the wife and daughter don't understand what he's saying, and vice versa.
Yes.
But as the wolf man, he still has his internal thoughts, like, I love you, but he's still acting out. But so what's controlling him? It makes no sense. It's like, is he bipolar? Like, what the fuck's going on? How can he have these thoughts and then do some aggressive stuff? And
you're saying because the movie goes into these moments of like wolf vision, where like they're speaking to him very clearly, but he can't understand. You're absolutely right. He shouldn't see them as humans. They should just look like big talking steaks or something. Like,
by the way,
did you just like meat that they want to hunt? You know what I mean? You're absolutely right. I see people online being like, it was so cool and original for them. I was like, yes, but it doesn't make any fucking sense in the context of the story, because his humanity is leaving. So how is he Exactly right, Mark. How is he expressing himself? It's like he's trapped in his own body, but there's no other evidence of that outside of those moments. So it breaks its own
Yeah.
rules.
And
Fucking
by the way, the father is like, if it would have been cooler if the father was like, if you're going with like testicle werewolf, the
yes.
father should be like full blown werewolf, like
Yes.
hairy as fuck. That clothing should be
Why
like,
did he have to have male
why is he still
pattern
wearing pants?
why does he have to have male pattern baldness? Why does the werewolf have to have male pattern baldness? It made no fucking sense.
You know when
Can
they
I
go,
talk about
they're
something
peering around
that
the
is
house?
just
What
making
if he's
me
putting like fucking hymns in his hair?
I want to talk
The
about
other
something
row.
that's making me sad. I hate these updated monster designs. First off, we get a Nosferatu for 2025, and he's got a fucking mustache. Now we get a Wolfman who
Oh
has
man,
male pattern baldness. What the fuck is next, dude? I don't want a Creature from the Black Lagoon remake, because I don't want to see them do something stupid like give him braces or some
well,
adult braces or some shit.
the I think what really makes it worse is that it is a universal property. We're not seeing like this is like not a Larry Fessenden film. This is a universal monster movie with a setup character.
Yes.
Everyone knows how it looks. Give it to people. Don't give him this weird humanoid creature that looks like the fucking dude in RoboCop that
Yes,
got
the
melted.
toxic waste melt man.
Yeah,
That
it's
guy. Yeah.
yeah, it's like where's the fucking hair? All we want to. I mean, think about it. All the scenes we got were Knuckles moving.
Yep.
If an American Werewolf in London
Nails
could do
coming out of the
crazy effects,
fingernails. Yeah.
yeah, it was like, but it wasn't cool. Like I wanted to see some creature effects. We didn't really
Yeah.
get it. It's a
You
creature feature without any creature effects, and it doesn't
yes.
serve the film
He
very
never
very well.
even his physiology barely changes. You don't see any bones snap into place. You don't see him fully, sort of start to grow a little larger than what is humanly possible. Like it's just him.
He gets some rib cage action.
And frankly, that guy is fine. He's a fine actor, Chris Abbott, but like
I
he's
thought
not
he
a
was good. Yeah.
yeah, he's good, but he's not like a big guy. I feel like for Wolfman, Benicio is like a kind of you
He
could
should
tell
be
he's like a tall, big
imposing.
guy. He should be imposing, absolutely.
Also,
Uh,
did you notice the werewolf got whiter as he changed?
what do you mean? Like he started shopping at Whole Foods, or what do you
It's no, this. You know how like when you see a werewolf movie, the skin gets darker to match like a
yes,
wolf, and then you get the hair.
yes.
He got lighter and
He got
lighter.
lighter. Oh
Which and
shit!
he's lost. And the other thing, he got lighter and he lost his hair, which is the opposite of what any werewolf movie's about. It makes, like I
Yes.
said, nothing really makes this shouldn't even be. I wouldn't even call it a werewolf movie. It should just be whatever creature that thing was.
I also want to say too. Normally we do call out if child actors are bullcrap. I'm going to tell you, I thought the child actor in the movie was actually the best actor in the movie because Chris
Yeah, she's
Abbott
very
is
good.
saddled by shitty creature design. That's not his fault. And I have to tell you, dude, I think her name is Julia Garner. People love her on the internet. She's from Ozark. I didn't watch Ozark. I'm going to tell you, I thought she
He's
was,
good in Ozark, by the way.
I've heard, I thought she was woefully miscast in this.
Well,
Because
I think her performance was flat, but I don't know if
that's
that
what it
had to
is.
do with directing or not because she's actually great in all the other
But
things
you
I've
need
seen her
her,
in.
you
So
need that character has to be frightened all the time. Has to be hysterically frightened, has to want to, be obsessed with trying to protect her child. She has always got to feel like she's at an 11, and the problem is Julia Garner, I think, plays her like she's on a bunch of like Lexapro. Like it's just like it's a quiet performance and it doesn't match to me the vibe of the movie at all, which that was the other thing. I was like, the only person I feel is scared in this situation is the kid. I never felt
yeah.
any of that from her, and it just sucked because she's in most of those scenes, you know?
Well, here's another example of how they miscast and mismatch things, right? His father is a survivalist, and the whole intro is about him teaching his son how to survive. He never passes any of this information to his wife or daughter, and he just changes. His wife, on the other hand, and it's both set up that they're both writers, so they've moved to the city. They don't have like nature experience. The wife, on the other hand, turns into this survivalist, knows how to like
Yes.
jumpstart an old truck. And I feel as though they should have switched the characters around, and it should have been like, okay, now if you want to make it about generational trauma, make it like, okay, now I'm in the same position as my father back then, and I have to take care of my daughter so she survives. And maybe if you don't want to have a body count, have them getting chased as they're trying to escape the forest and get to a town. And
Yeah.
then at the town, this werewolf can decimate people and they can escape freely. But why even bring up the fact that the son is a survivalist if he never gets to use any of those skills and he gets lost going to the fucking cabin?
Yes. Yes. Dude, you're absolutely
none
right.
of the character stuff makes any sense.
It could have
It's sort
also
of like
gone a
they were
long
just-
way. Earlier in the movie, I remember we're shown a bit where he has to kind of discipline his daughter because they're walking around the city. She's not listening, right? It could have, instead of doing that scene, it could have been interesting to be like, for him to teach her some survivalist shit so you understand, oh, he remembers some of that shit from childhood, and it's weird. Other parents think it's weird he's teaching his kid that because they're like these like gentrified city people. They're like, why is he teaching her this shit? So then swap out the lame ice cream scene that they argue. Who gives a shit? You can do that same business, but swap it where he's trying to teach her something. Then you can sell that survivalist shit later, and it actually makes sense because now, like you're saying, oh shit, I got to protect my daughter. Oh no, I'm changing. And the kid's put in a position where she has very little survivalist knowledge and has to try to put it to the test in order to survive. And she's got to try to explain to her journalist mother, who doesn't know that stuff, all these little tips and tricks that she's learned from her dad, since he's the parent that's mostly with her.
An even simpler thing they could have done too is like, as he's transforming, he should be telling his wife the things she needs to do. And then you can have a dope chase movie. But it's like, the other thing is like, this is another part that really bothered me and made no sense. Oh no, we're locked in the barn. We got out of the barn. Let's climb on top of the plastic greenhouse.
Yes, and it really held them a long time too.
By the way, this is how I wasn't scared of Father Werewolf. All he's doing is he's jumping and going, and he just slices a few things. He doesn't. He's too stupid to climb up the fucking thing. He's supposed to be a werewolf.
Yeah, he has no climbing ability. He has no claws.
How many werewolf movies where they're climbing on top of ceilings and shit, and you just see them scurrying around? And this one, nothing.
Well, werewolves are also powerful, right? He could have shaken those beams to shake them through, especially once the hole was cut in the top. He could have shaken the girl down, right?
This is, who knows, this could be a product placement for that plastic. You know, that was some great plastic. It got shredded. No one fell through.
Dude, let me ask you a question. If you're a giant testicle man, how do they test you for, do they just hug you? You know how they usually cup the balls and you cough? Does your doctor just hug you, like give you a full hug and then say cough? And that's how he knows if your shit's okay? That's how he knows.
That's the post-credit scene.
Yep.
He's at the doctor's office. By the way, one of the things I was really hoping to happen is like when the father climbs up to that deer nest or whatever the fuck he called, the deer blind.
Oh, the blind.
I was hoping that it after the father peeked over, that it would smash cut back to the city, and they're just like, it's the wife and the daughter, and they're walking the husband because he's like a dog.
He's a dog, man.
And because I mean, look at the city's fucked up anywhere. There's like scabby bums everywhere. Come on, you can walk around a werewolf. Who gives a shit at this point?
Yeah, and he doesn't even look like a wolf. He'd fit right in because he just looks like a testicle.
Yeah.
So you could take him to places. You could take him to Home Depot or whatever. He doesn't look out of place, right? It's not.
I have to say, it's like, at no point was I afraid for anything.
Nope.
I don't know why.
That was the thing too. Like, one thing I want to pick on
suspense.
too, speaking of suspense and tension and being afraid, is like, think of how good I thought, at least in Invisible Man, the way that Leigh Whannel uses negative space in a frame, so that you're always looking in the corner to see, is something moving? And it adds a layer of tension to every scene, no matter if it's meant to be a scare or not. And here, it was just it was like, is this the same guy? Because there's a moment where the creature, I'm not even going to call him the wolf man, the fucking testicle guy, is supposed to be hidden in the shadows, and he's going to do a misdirect to jump out and scare you. But it is so poorly it's like so poorly blocked. It's easily telegraphed because the lighting actually gives him away. And he looks already silly. So if you just see him parked in the corner, like squatting down, waiting for his chance to pop up, it just, not only does it rob the scare, it just completely undercuts the mood. There's no tension. I thought it was just kind of, that's what I mean when I say the scares were generic, and some of them I think outright failed. I was never scared. I know I do hate that. I hate that that argument when discussing horror. You know what? I didn't find this scary. I found this scary. It's like, okay, yes, I know horror is subjective, but scares, there is a, Mark and I watch a lot of horror, but we also go to HHN. We see how scares are designed, physically designed, whether it's in a space, a physical space, or a mood or lighting. There are tricks you can do to add layers of tension and to also give a reveal, to do a surprise scare, to do a misdirect. It's like he didn't bother to do any of that. I think the problem is you're so fucking worried about making your generational trauma movie that you forgot you're also making a horror movie. And there's got to have some of these elements in it.
You know what the craziest thing? The only time I really got an idea of the sound design and positioning was in the first part when his father was doing things in the background. However, when we got to the chase part of the movie, I didn't hear anything behind me, like, or anything of note happening directionally where I was like, oh, that's pretty scary, where I should be able to hear this wolf because wolves, they circle their prey. Where was that scene? That's a simple scene to have that would scare the shit out of you.
That would be great.
You'd be like, I don't know anywhere this guy's going to come out of the woods. He could be any position for the audience and you wouldn't expect it. But most of the time, it's like you knew exactly where the creature was at all times, and that to me doesn't make for any. You can't scare anyone if they always see it. Yeah.
The only surprise I got. The only surprise I thought was when he came through the doggy door, which I thought was kind of ironic now that I think about it.
That was cool.
Right, the Wolfman comes through the doggy door. That was kind of funny. Dude, I have to also
point out... Even though his father
had
no pets.
Yep. I also have to point out, since Leigh Whannel wrote and created Saw, and where the Saw franchise is basically his baby, him and James Wan. Come on, dude. Was it a little intentional for the Wolfman to have to bite his own leg out of the leg irons? I was like, we're doing this? Is this a Saw homage?
And the other thing too is it's not like he regenerates and that makes it scary. He just is minus a foot.
He's just a footless Wolfman now.
Yeah, so he's basically making himself less scary because now he can't charge anything. So the whole movie is like the premise of it being a horror film is basically whittled away by the script. I will say though, the one scene that really got me as the body horror gag was when they opened that festering wound and there's there's that like blister bubble and he starts gnawing on it. That got me. I was just like,
yeah, that's fine.
That's about it, though.
I wasn't as grossed out by that, but I think I was
Were you eating a flatbread?
I was eating a giant flauta from a Mexican restaurant, which also looks like an arm. No, I was just more shocked by how the doggy door got me. And then I started laughing to myself because I was like, I see what you did there. The fucking guy came through the doggy door. I get it. And then I was like, hey, fuck you for making me laugh and think about that.
But you can see that they just did that for a jump scare because it, like I said, it does. Here's why I'm telling you this whole movie doesn't make sense because, okay, the father obviously knew that there was a creature out there. Every window, they make an effort to show you that every window is barred because it's just these slow pans as the character walks around and you're basically seeing you're seeing every window, every entrance, right?
Yes.
But then the doggy door comes out of nowhere.
Yes, you're right.
You know what I mean?
You're right.
It's like they only use it as a scare because there's nothing to set up. Father has no pets.
Yes.
By the way, the other scare was when he ate the really old beef jerky.
Oh yeah, and his tooth came out.
It's just that why would you eat beef jerky that's been there for years?
You don't know how long it's been there? I see what you're doing.
Dude, that'd be great if Wolfman had diarrhea and you just hear the sound in the distance in the woods.
Man, you really thought about the wolf poop in this one. The wolf droppings.
Dude, I had nothing to do. I wasn't afraid.
This whole movie is a wolf dropping. I'm going to tell you, this is my first big disappointment of the year. I can already tell you this is my first big because I love werewolf movies. I am always talking about how there aren't enough of them. You know what I saw today? Fucking
now you're gonna say there's too many of them because they all bombed.
Oh well, yeah. Fucking Robert Eggers coming off Nosferatu. I shit you not. He's making a werewolf movie next. It's a 13th century werewolf movie. It's called Werewolf with a U. Werewolf.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yep. He's got to be all old English about that shit.
And then you can tell when they're being a bit pretentious. And then if there's two dots, whatever the fuck that shit's
Yeah,
called,
the
there's like a
umlaut.
yeah umlaut. Thank you.
Dude, this is how it's spelled. Ready? I'm not even fucking kidding. You can go Google this. It's WERWULF. Werewolf is how it's spelled. It was just announced today. This is not a fucking joke. And now I am gonna say it. There might be too many werewolf movies.
Dude,
I
there
agree.
came out with a whole bunch of them, right?
Yeah, I think we need to back this shit off a bit,
Marvel had one
guys.
too.
Ooh?
I don't think you like that one. Remember?
Oh,
didn't
Werewolf
Marvel-
by Night. I did not
Yeah.
like. I
Did-
did not like. Yep. That was better than
you've
these
been
two, though.
they've
If I
been
had to
shitting
rank,
on you with the
if I had to
werewolf
rank these
content.
newer ones against Werewolf, I'm gonna tell you, Werewolf by Night is way better than Wolfman. These still don't come close to 2010's The Wolfman, starring Benicio del Toro, Sir Anthony Hopkins, Emily Blunt. That's a fucking fantastic
say-
werewolf movie.
The last time I got scared by a werewolf was at HHN for that one house.
Oh yeah.
That's how bad the werewolf genre has become.
Well, because you got your classics, right? You got your Howling, your American Werewolf in London, right? You've got
But
your
look
fun.
at how old they are, dude.
Oh yeah, dude. That's why I'm saying. That's why I thought the 2010 Wolfman was such a nice breath of fresh air, because it was like, this
Dude,
is a proper
That's
werewolf movie.
15 years ago.
15, yeah, I know. It got 15 years, and they were like, here we go. I still
Doesn't
gotta
it
watch
feel
Frank
like it's-
Grillo's Werewolves. Maybe it sucks, but I don't care. It's got to be better than this. Right?
Oh, Larry Fessenden has one too.
What is?
I
Oh,
think it's
Larry
called
Fessenden.
Blackout or something.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, it's
All right,
another werewolf
that
thing.
might be worth checking out. I like Larry Fessenden.
I like
movies.
Larry Fessenden too, yeah. Especially when that movie he did with what was it called? He did with Ron Perlman, Wendigo or something.
Wendigo. Blackout is the name of Larry Fessenden's werewolf movie. You can actually watch it on Tubi. It's about a fine arts painter who becomes convinced he's a werewolf wreaking havoc on a small town under the full moon. I also want to give a shout out to another new werewolf movie that I liked quite a bit, Werewolves Within. That's a fucking good one.
What year is that?
Werewolves Within was like 2-3 years ago. It's less a werewolf movie and more like kind of The Thing, where people are trapped in like one location and like, one of us is a werewolf. It's actually very funny. It's clever. It kind of skirts the traditional werewolf thing, but you know what? It's a fucking better movie than this. I'm sorry to tell you. It's better than this. It's better than Wolfman.
Dog Soldiers?
You know this. I don't like dog soldiers. I think military movies are tough for me. I just always kind of find them a little bit generic and boring. I love the design of the dog soldiers, though.
It's like the same jar heads.
the creature design in Dog Soldiers is fantastic. And the gore in it is great. But that's about all I could take. It's very surface level, my appreciation for Dog Soldiers.
Oh, what are you going to mention that early 2000 one? Is it Underworld?
Oh, all the Underworld movies have lycanthropes in it. You know which one I liked a bit,
Yeah.
too? Cursed. Wes
Ooh,
Craven's
fancy.
Cursed. It's a fun one
I
from
don't
the
know
2000s.
if I've seen that one.
It's a fun one.
Cursed. Oh, I'm going to write that down.
Cursed. Also,
By the way-
Bad Moon is a fun one, too, from the mid-90s. Bad Moon.
I have to ask you, because you are a filmmaker and a writer as well, doesn't it feel like the werewolf genre is actually an easy thing to do?
Yes. Yes.
Why is it that why do you think that none of these are good?
I'm going to tell you why. I think generally it's because people are giant pussies and they don't want to like commit to the quote unquote trappings of the genre. I get that you want to do new shit. That's cool, man. But to me, you know what I think? I subscribe to the notion artistically. I'm gonna do it in musician terms. You can make the concept album, make a really complex piece of music, but unless you can actually play the hits and play a straight song and play it well, you're not a real musician. You have to master the simple art of creating those quote unquote simple songs, those hit songs that you think are played. Those are actually wonderful pieces of art because they're down to a science. It takes a lot to make something look effortless. It takes a lot of effort, actually. That's the irony. Any bozo can get out there and make something overly complex, add a bunch of filters, add a bunch of layers and shit, just to hide the fact that they don't know how to just tell a basic story, write a basic song. Or for chefs, right? You have to be able to just, you know what? Fuck trying to make this like fancy fucking sauce. Show me you know how to fucking poach an egg correctly. Do that correctly.
Yeah.
When you do that, then you can level up and do interesting things on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think
No,
that's where we're at with our
totally
werewolf
agree.
movies. You can't reinvent the werewolf movie unless you know how to do the werewolf movie properly first. Then you can take that leap.
What's the guy's name? Like, I don't want to butcher it. I sort of know it. The guy that did Nosferatu, was it
Robert
what's his name?
Eggers.
The director? Robert Eggers. Thank you. So my fear with his version is he's going to try to make it too. I mean, I love his movies. I like Nosferatu. It's beautiful. The Lighthouse is beautiful. My fear is that sometimes he moves so slow in his movies, whereas a werewolf movie I feel is more fast paced and it's supposed to
Yes.
like punch you in the face.
Yes.
I have a feeling that it's going to be yet another one of these plotting werewolf movies where nothing happens. That's, I think, my problem with the genre or that particular one. It's like nothing really happens in any of these werewolf movies. It's always about the interpersonal stuff that's like you're getting too much of. You're like,
Yes.
can we just get to the guy? How about the guy just fucking changes and we just see this him wreak havoc on a town or something?
Yes. Again, you get all that in 2010's The Wolfman with Benicio del Toro. You get all that. You get it's the whole fucking package. That's like a 5-star movie in my opinion. I'm not even kidding. I love that fucking movie.
I'm gonna have to
Also,
rewatch that
I think
now.
Robert Eggers' werewolf is if he has a fucking mustache, I'm leaving. If I sit in a theater and
He
the
has a
werewolf has a
goatee now.
mustache, I'm out.
He's
I'm
gonna be
fucking
from
out.
some weird Eastern European country too.
He's gonna have the long braided beard with like the fucking scrunchies and rubber bands and shit in it. Werewolf?
It's a hipster.
It's a hipster werewolf.
He has like shaved sides like me. Oh no!
Oh no! Mark, you're a werewolf. Mark, any more to say about 2025's The Wolfman?
I'm gonna say visually it could have if it had a better script, it could have been probably like the best way to open up 2025 with a
Yeah.
great creature feature. But unfortunately, I can't even consider this a werewolf movie because no big fangs, just
dude.
underbite, like you said.
Hate the
And
underbite.
transformation was too simplistic. This looked like a movie that had a TV budget when you saw the transformations. Like
Yes.
I felt like, okay, if we know you're saving money, you were on a city street and then a house and you're on this farm. Put some money into the transformation sequence. We have some of the best animatronics now.
Yep.
CG is at a good spot. There's no excuse to just dial it in, and just make it underwhelming,
100%.
People
dude.
expect too much out of movies now, so you can't give them this and be like, watch it be like super successful. And I'm probably completely wrong.
No, it's not doing well. I think it opened at like number 4. It made like no money. I think this thing's going to be on VOD in like 2 weeks. Also, I want to say, do you know how sometimes we make fun? You know those movies? Those like indie horror dramas where it's like 80% drama and like maybe 20% horror, like that. Remember that fucking shitty Arnold zombie movie, Maggie, or whatever that was called?
Yeah.
This was like the studio version of that. It's like, it's just too much. If you want to make an art house drama about generational trauma, make that movie then. Don't sell it to me as
no,
Wolfman.
actually, you know what?
Or
I'm going
don't.
to say something unpopular. Get the fucking art house people away from our genre, God damn
Yeah,
it. We
yeah,
want
I agree.
real genre directors making the shit. Who wants a fucking poignant story about the human interconnectivity between... Who gives a shit? These people should be torn apart. Fuck them. I don't want to get to know these people. I want to see their limbs ripped off. I don't give a shit. This is
yeah.
horror.
Yes.
Do you really want to see people being sad and in a shitty marriage?
No.
Like, we wasted so much time on that staircase scene. Like, I feel as though this marriage isn't going anywhere. Fuck
Who
your
cares?
marriage.
Yeah. Also, too,
Make it
you're
like a whole bunch of
absolutely
people
right,
getting
dude.
to a fucking lodge getting killed by a werewolf.
You're absolutely right. It's like the priorities are not there, dude. That's what it is. You're absolutely right. If somebody was actually in charge that cared about the genre and was like more of a crowd-pleasing director, it's a bait and switch, man. They called it Wolfman and they sold it one way to get your ass in the seat and get your ticket money, and then they tricked you and they gave you a fucking generational drama.
Yeah,
Drama.
it's sort of like it's like when they introduce indie filmmakers to Marvel
Yep.
movies or like Twisters. Come on, we don't need these people there.
No.
They got their own lane. We got plenty of people that want
Mark,
to make dope
I'm
movies for
rewriting
people
now a
that want to
proper
go to the
Twister
cinema.
sequel. I'm rewriting a proper Twister sequel. I'm also rewriting the porn version, Titty Twisters. It's gonna be awesome. So get ready, world. We're gonna give you the Twister sequel you deserve. All right, I have nothing more to say about Wolfman. It was a colossal disappointment. He looks like a testicle.
I'm so sorry that happened to you, Matt. You thought
Thank
you were
you.
going to get a good
I
2025.
did.
We closed 2024 with all these great horror films. We spent so much time with Tommy talking all these amazing films that we saw, and then we start off this year. It's like I thought we would be like riding that wave of
Oh hell yeah.
2024 horror, and what happened is just like it's turned into just like a little puddle.
Yep. Yeah, that's absolutely right. It was a giant fart. I thought it was gonna be a payload. It was just a little. Okay. Mark, shall we do some Rex?
Yeah,
Let me
I
hit this.
unfortunately don't have any,
Oh,
except for one.
that's
Wait, that
okay.
doesn't make sense.
One, I've got a couple. Here, let me play the music.
I'm gonna wreck it, wreck it, wreck it, wreck it, wreck. I'm gonna wreck it, wreck it, wreck it, wreck it, wreck.
Well, I go on facts, not recommendations, but thank you.
Why does he look like a testicle? Hey, okay, this is the part of the show where we talk about movies we've been watching that we want to recommend, movies or shows that we're watching. Mark, you said you have one. I have a couple, so maybe
Yeah.
let's have you go first, and then I'll
I can
close out and
start,
I'll just run
and
through
then-
mine.
Yeah, and I think you can talk about this one too because you actually recommended it for the 2024 episode we had. It was Flow, and oh my God,
Yes.
I wish I had watched that because I think I would have made that movie number one now. It's probably one of the best animated films I've seen, or just films in general, because it's very moving, has a great storyline. You're on your, you know what the funny thing is? I was more worried about these characters than any of the characters in Wolfman. I was so afraid. Spoilers, they survived, thank God.
Yeah,
I was
thank
so
God.
afraid for
Dude,
all
it was.
but
I was like,
during-
this.
what a-
Anything could
what a
happen in
run,
this
though.
movie. I was like, I'm not sure that anyone could survive. I was like, nothing's guaranteed. This is a random movie from Latvia. For all I fucking know,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, we'll kill this one and this one. Like, the fact that they survive is a fucking miracle. It feels so good at the
And
end,
also-
doesn't it?
Yeah, I was so elated. By the way, it also doesn't feel too kidsy. Like there's a scene where like this bird's wing gets busted.
Oh yeah,
like,
you see the brutality of
snapped.
nature.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude, it's
but it's
fucking
what I loved
crazy.
about. I thought it was a cool, and I do like that message of like, okay, not to be Mr. Message guy, but I love that it was like, even though you had all these creatures that had their own family groups, they're ultimately sort of rejected by their groups. And it kind of is, to me, it was about like, look at all these different creatures working together to survive this
Yeah.
crazy event that just happens. And I thought it's like, it's a good message for people. And it's also just an amazing movie. Overall,
Yeah.
it doesn't even have to not just animated. And it's at a lot. It can compete with live action movies, and this should win every award. Hopefully, it's that damn good.
I agree, dude. I loved it. It's funny. I thought the message I came away with too was because this idea that like we never really know what exactly is going on, like with the flood and this sort of huge world-ending event. But I was like, oh, clearly, not to sound crazy, but like this is the way I've been thinking about it. It's like nature is in disharmony, and when nature is in disharmony, no one belongs. And so what you have to essentially do is make a new harmony. And by doing that, you kind of have to upend what is normally harmonious, right? Dogs go with dogs, cats go with cats, etc. You have to now change that and combine and make a new harmony. And the new harmony is to make everything harmonious and make nature run the way it's supposed to run is cats go with dogs, right? Birds go with land animals. Like you have to combine it. It was kind of a beautiful message about just
Yeah.
like equilibrium, I guess, in a way. Yeah.
No, that's a great way to put it too.
Yeah.
Because once they all survive together, then the water starts to
Yes, recede.
That's very
Yeah.
It's very cool.
Also, too, there's all that like great, like, you know, very like monastic kind of soundscapes, bells tolling, and clearly like there was like a shrine to these cats because there are these giant statues. It feels like a temple that he's in, and it's kind of like this. It almost feels like this idea of like nature being out of balance and having to rebalance it. And I really loved it. I agree, dude. I know last week I was like, the Penguin's my favorite thing. I'm gonna tell you, I'm now, the more and more we talk about Flow, and we've talked about it with our friends, and it is also, I think it was the best movie I saw last year. Like, I don't think it's even close.
I wholeheartely agree. By the way, I really like the way you said that. That's a great explanation of the movie.
Yeah, it's just a beautiful film, and also to what Mark was saying, it's brutal. Like, it does show you the brutality of nature, but it also shows you, not to be this guy, but like, leave it to the fucking animals to show us what it is to be human, like to show us some humanity. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I really meant that.
I know, it's crazy
like,
how you connect with them too.
Yes, like they restored my faith in humanity, and I'm looking at a bunch of fucking animals in a CG movie. It's beautiful, man. It's a fantastic film.
Don't be fooled by the poster. I mean, it looks cool, but it's definitely not like a kid's movie. It's pretty deep. I mean, it is for the family, but it's also a very deep and thoughtful film.
Yeah, there's no musical numbers and shit in this.
Yeah, I know. By the way, I'm glad you let me know too. I like that there was no humans. I like that there was no dialogue. That was so cool.
It was amazing because it just puts you in it. It puts you in the world and immerses you so much. But it's never boring. It's never slow. Like, I was just in awe and wonder where it was headed. I could have just kept watching. Like, it was fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, I got a couple this week. I want to highlight something kind of cool that I did a couple nights ago. Producer in the booth and I went to see The Goonies for its 40th anniversary on the big screen.
Oh, wow.
It was a Fathom event. Don't hold that against it. The transfer was actually good for a Fathom event. It was good. That's not saying much if you know about other Fathom events. Usually their movies look really soft, or they are playing like movies that they've bought from like a DVR service. So all of a sudden shit's pan and scan. It's like 4:3. You're like, why is the thing in 4:3? Goonies, I thought actually looked great. They didn't clean it up, but it wasn't soft. It was just like a nice, like kind of gritty film print. Looked really good. And the other thing I wanted to point out, not to be down on it, because it is a wreck. I mean, The Goonies is a classic. But I expect, 40th anniversary, Fathom event. Like, I want cast and crew interviews. I want swag. I want to show up and get a Goonies poster, maybe a doubloon. No, we didn't get that. They didn't have shit. They were like, you show up and... No, they were like, you watch the movie. There wasn't even a... It's like, I went to a Fathom event last year for Labyrinth, the David Bowie puppet movie that I love. Because I'm a fucking weirdo. And that had like a Labyrinth pre-show with like trivia and contests. I went to another Fathom event. Remember during the pandemic, I saw Wrath of Khan. We both went to the Wrath of Khan screening.
Yeah,
mine had like
great.
Star Trek trivia, contests. We had a whole Wrath of Khan pre-show. Like, this Goonies one was like I was talking it up to Jess. I'm like, Jess, there's gonna be all this crazy like Goonies shit. We're gonna show up. There's gonna be a contest. There was fucking nothing. We like showed up. There was a countdown clock for 10 minutes, and then the movie just started. That was it. But it was awesome.
It's opened by that conductor. What's his name? Something Doo-Doo Smell.
It's Gustavo Dudasmell. No, it was hosted by Leonard Maltin.
Really?
He was like, I saw this movie in the fucking 80s when it was new.
Did he look like a melted ice cream?
He looked a little like the Wolfman from Leigh Whannell's Wolfman. No,
He's
but
stand-in.
This was a big screen bucket list movie for me because the movie came out. I'm 41. It's his 40th anniversary. Nobody took me to the theater when I was 1 year old to see it. I only know the Goonies on video, like most people my age. So to be able to see it with an audience on the big screen with fantastic sound, that's what I wanted, and that's what I got. So it was awesome. We had a packed screening. People were laughing, like all mix of people. Like, they're clearly fat nerds who are there who love the Goonies like me, but there was also families like with young kids like in their tweens who like look at TikTok and shit. Like, it was cool to see a new generation of kids all of a sudden connect with the Goonies. Like, that's why that movie has stuck around for 40 years. I think no matter generations change, styles change, trends change, but like the Goonies, man, they never say die. Kids always love the Goonies. It's fucking awesome.
Damn,
was
that
great.
was a good way to end that. By the way, it's kind of cool that you actually got an authentic experience, right?
Yeah, I really did, dude. I got a truly authentic experience, and it was like being in a 1985 movie theater because it was like there's no pre-show. Cool. There's no previews. There's a countdown
There's
clock.
no swag.
There's no swag, you swaggy bitch. You show up and you watch the movie, then you get the fuck out. It was like so no frills. I was like, are we in
They turn
trouble?
the lights on as the credits come on.
I was like, why is everyone a giant fucking prick here? Okay, so
It
there you
didn't
go.
even get a popcorn bucket?
No! I thought it would be like a skull, like One-Eyed Willie. Like you'd open the skull with the patch, and there'd be some popcorn inside. Nothing. And by the way,
that
it's
shocks
gone
me 'cause
already.
It's like a classic.
It's gone.
Oh, really?
It did really well. It made a bunch of money. It only played for 2 nights. Usually they play these things for a couple weeks. Like when Hocus Pocus comes back and shit every year, they play it for like 2 weeks. It makes $1 million, right?
Yeah.
Goonies.
I thought this was a classic.
Yeah, dude. Goonies, 2 nights. So if you missed it, if you're hearing me talk about Goonies right now, it's over. You cannot go
You
see
have to
the
wait
Goonies.
for the 80th anniversary.
Yeah, you had to be there, dude. Next, I wanted to shout this out because Mark always makes fun of me because I'm not as quick to watch his recs as he is with mine. I'm trying to get better about that. I watched a movie that Mark saw and recommended. I don't know if you recommended it on the show, but you recommended it in our text thread. Mark, I watched
Ooh,
Kraven the
curious.
Hunter, and I'm going to tell you
Yes.
something. I really liked it.
Yeah,
Mark,
finally, the only
okay,
other
I'm gonna
person
admit-
that likes this movie.
I'm going to admit something to you.
It's stupid.
It's stupid
That's
as
fun.
fuck, but God, is it entertaining. Okay, I was ready to go in and be mean and make fun of them. I went in with a shitty attitude, Mark, and that's how entertaining Kraven the Hunter is. It won me over. Not like it won me over an hour in. I'm talking like it started, and within 2 minutes, I turned to Jess and I was like, this is kind of fun, right?
Dude, I was shocked when I saw it in the theater. I was like, why
Yeah.
is it getting panned
I'm
so much?
fucking
It's
mad I
super
missed it in the
fun.
theater now because I think it would have been a fun watch with an audience. I was really I'm gonna tell you, I've pretty much liked. I know they're all crappy, but I've pretty much liked all of the Spider-Man-less movies. I fucking love the Venom movies. I actually love, ironically, but I did love Madam Web because it was so bad it was amazing. The
Oh
only
my god,
one,
that movie's super
oh,
fun.
it's so fun, dude. The only one I didn't like was Morbius. That's the only one that I just genuinely was like, I've had enough. I don't like it.
But I feel as though that one was like taking itself way too seriously.
It was
in
too
comparison to
serious.
these other ones.
It
This
was
one,
too
he's
serious.
like biting people's nose off.
Yes.
That fucking any movie now that has like a bear trap crushing someone is
Awesome.
gonna be my favorite.
The violence in it is so fucking over the top. Like, I think that's what I appreciated. It was like, nah, fuck it. We're making a hard R Kraven the Hunter movie. The accents are
delivered.
ridiculous. The acting is hammy. Dude, Russell Crowe is in this movie.
Russell Crowe, it looks like a ham.
He looks like a ham. I have to bring this up. I made a post about it on our Instagram, but I was like, do you realize now that Russell Crowe has a niche where he's playing superhero dads? He was Superman's dad in Man of Steel. He's Kraven the Hunter's dad. And if you think about it, he played Zeus in Thor Love and Thunder, and Zeus kind of fathers everybody. So it's a weird niche for him to have. Like,
And he plays a priest with an Italian accent, another father.
another father. Oh, fuck. Should have added that. I had a lot of fun with it. I'm sure they will not make another one. I'm sure it made not as much money as they wanted. I'm telling you,
Damn.
if you had fun with any of these, if you just want like a fun, trashy action movie that doesn't take itself seriously, packs in as much punch as it can, it's like, I think there are 5 or 6 big giant action sequences in this, and it's not a long movie. And it's actually very interesting. They do some cool shit with the characters. Like even his brother's interesting. There are villain characters
Yeah.
that they build up that they make interesting. It's pretty fucking cool, man. I had a good time with it. I kind of can't believe I'm
Donda's
saying that.
owner would be in it.
I'm thinking about Kraven the Hunter and how much we enjoyed it. Jess also really liked it.
Give me that crave case!
Jess was calling Kraven
my
the
God,
Hunter's
that's
abs the
awesome.
crave case.
There was like 10 of them.
She was like, look at those abs. And I was like, calm down. And she's like, what's up with this crave case? And I was like, you need to leave. I've had enough.
It's true.
You shut the movie off.
I turned the movie off and I was like, congratulations, we're watching
Meanwhile,
PBS
and
now.
then you went to eat a crave case.
And then I ate a physical crave case and I ate my feelings. Thank you. And my crave case didn't make a crave case like Kraven the Hunter. It just gave me diarrhea. Kraven the Hunter, it's a fun time. I'm telling you, I think if you're going in like me and you're trying to be a dick about it and be above it, don't do that. Just go in and have a good time. And it doesn't matter if you do that because the movie's so fun, it's going to win you over anyway.
You know what the problem is, I think? I feel as though audience are, because of these stupid, I keep shitting on indie directors, and I hope to be one, but I'll have to say, it's because of all these goddamn indie movies that are successful, and people are just like, they want it to seep into everything, and it feels like audiences have no clue how to just enjoy a movie.
How to have fun.
Not everything has to be like high level thinking about emotional states and like family trauma.
Yeah, dude.
You could just bite a guy's fucking nose off and crush someone's head with a bear trap, and it's perfectly fine to enjoy this.
Yes, dude. Exactly. Sometimes you don't need the trappings of human existence. You need a bear trappings to hit someone's face.
Yeah.
In the face. And it took his face off. Dude, I also love...
I love that
there were so
movie.
many cool, like...
I gotta get face off.
There were so many cool little additions, too, like, that were like, okay, he's clearly a fucking animal person. Like, when he's in the shadows, but you can see his eyes reflecting, like the nocturnal animals, I was like, that shit is pretty cool.
I'm a sucker for that shit since Blade Runner, man.
It's so
like,
cool.
Yeah,
dude,
awesome.
even when he's like
eye shine.
he's like climbing the outside, he's scaling the outside of a building. There was only one thing I didn't like, and I think you know what it is.
Shit.
No, I didn't even care about that. The only thing I didn't like, funny enough, and you know me, I'm a fucking whore for Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. I didn't like the obligatory, like, here's the part where we're going to show the spiders coming down. That's what he's afraid of. And I was like, no, I don't want this right now. I just am having fun with Lion Man beating people up. I don't need to be reminded about Spider-Man. It's fine.
Dude, I also, that his end costume is fucking hilarious.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Too. And that pose he does.
That's the crave case pose.
But the best part is he's by himself. He's got no audience, and he's just like looking at his fucking crave case.
He's just thirst trapping for all the ladies.
Dude, that guy, it's crazy that that's the kid from Kick-Ass, and now he's just a ripped man. And I'm still a nerd.
Dude, listen, he doesn't know karate, but he knows Kraven. Okay? All right, my next rec, really quick. I want to highlight something that I just started watching. I've only seen the first 2 episodes. All I want to say is I finally tried Creature Commandos, and I'm really enjoying it.
Creature Commandos? Hold on, I got to look. I've not heard of this.
It's a DC animated show created by James Gunn. It's basically James Gunn's animated Suicide Squad, but with monsters. Like the Bride of Frankenstein's a character. Frankenstein himself is a character. There's a character that's basically like a girl creature from the Black Lagoon. The Weasel is in it from Suicide Squad. There's a guy that's on fire. Frank Grillo voices the only human being on the team. If you liked Peacemaker, you liked Suicide Squad, James Gunn's The Suicide Squad, and I happen to like both of those. If you like James Gunn's style, dude, it's ticking so many boxes for me because it's like James Gunn, monsters, foul humor, I mean, gore to the max. Frank Grillo. It's great. I've only watched the first 2 episodes, and I'm kind of loving it. It's hard for me not to binge the rest of the series in one night because it's pretty fucking awesome. But you can watch it on Max right now.
That's what I want to talk to you about, actually. I apologize. I do have one more rec, which is thanks to this fella over here.
Oh, shit.
I watched Skeleton Crew and binged it. And
Did you finish? You finished?
Actually caught up with Matt. What is... wait, was episode 7 the last one?
I think it was episode 8.
I don't think I've seen 8 yet then.
Oh, shit. So you haven't seen what happens to Jude Law?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I was away for the weekend.
Oh, that's right. Wait, what was the last thing you saw?
I just wanted to... I think it's revealed that he's like a piece of shit. Spoiler alert.
I'm not going to say anything.
Okay.
But I will say...
I just wanted to thank you for
it,
recommending that, because I kind of gave up on a lot of the Star Wars properties, and this was the first one where I felt like this is old school Star Wars. It's just fun. And the cast and crew are really good. And
Yeah,
I
dude.
have to say, like the list of directors they got,
Pretty
Bryce
fucking
Dallas
good,
Howard's
dude.
episode was dope too. I mean, that's how you do. If you're getting these indie directors, that's how you do it. I think they did a
I'm not even
amazing
kidding,
job.
dude. I kind of can't believe, but after Mandalorian and stuff, I'm going to tell you, the one person they need to get to make a Star Wars movie is Bryce Dallas Howard, because she actually fucking understands Star Wars and she knows how to make it. I can't believe I'm saying that, but like, of all people, Bryce Dallas Howard is a person that should make a Star Wars movie, because she's understanding things that all of these fucking Ryan Johnson doesn't understand. Fucking like major league directors do not get. She gets
Ron
it.
Howard got it.
That's right.
I
Ron
mean,
Howard did get it.
I just hope she doesn't suffer the Ron Howard effect, which is so sad.
Male
It's like,
pattern
regardless
baldness.
of what that guy
You're hoping she doesn't get male pattern baldness, right?
box office poison. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, terrible. That was a Norm Macdonald.
You
joke,
have
sorry.
to come from Ron Howard's loins to be a great Star Wars director, is what I'm convinced of now. If Ron Howard didn't nut you into existence, you can't touch Star Wars. Facts. Cold facts. And you know what?
That's more warm facts.
That's I too love Skeleton Crew. I don't want to say anything because I've watched the whole series. I think you might be one episode behind.
I think I am. Yeah.
I want to confirm this. Wait, because I don't want to spoil things for Mark. Because true to Mark's word, he like caught up with me as I was watching. I did not think that was going to happen. By the way, I thought you were going to be like, "I'll get to it."
Dude, I went crazy because the first one was so good. I couldn't stop watching
Yeah.
it, and then the sun started coming up. I was like, I guess I should go to sleep.
It's 8 episodes. It's the last.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah. I literally I want to say it was this time last week that I watched the OG the finale.
Oh man, I am okay.
It's
I am
fucking
excited.
awesome.
I'm gonna watch
I can't wait
that
for you to see it,
tonight.
dude. I can't wait for you to see it. You're gonna be so excited, dude. I just think it's awesome. And what sucks is, of course, it's the best fucking thing to come out of Star Wars in a really long time, and nobody watched it. Its viewership numbers are
What?
terrible, and there's a chance that even though the door is left, it completes its story. I will tell you that, but the door is left open for like another chapter, for another season, and I don't know if we're gonna get it.
I hope, you know what I'm hoping? I'm hoping it's one of these things that kind of like picks up later. You know,
Yeah,
sometimes
same.
it takes a couple months after it's over. Or
Yeah.
you know what? Another thing my theory would be that maybe people are so burned by these that they're waiting for it to be finished before they
Yeah,
watch
they
it
want to
all the way
binge the
through.
whole thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That makes sense.
And I mean, as the Star Wars, at least the Star Wars fans I talk to, they always feel burned by Disney now. So
Yes.
that could be a thing. And maybe if it gets enough word of mouth, it'll kind of pop up
It'll
again.
pick up.
Please.
Skeleton Crew is so good and has made me fall back in love with Star Wars that it's good enough that it almost makes me want to go back and watch Andor, which is something I skipped entirely. And
Oh,
many
yeah.
people have told me, hey, if you want more secretly good Star Wars, go watch Andor. So I might catch
Okay.
Andor.
Ooh. I might. By the way, and another thing I want to say about Skeleton Crew is every episode looks like a big budget film.
It looks like a $250 million
Feels like a
movie.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's
fucking
crazy
insane.
how good it looks. The effects are insanely good. And they feel so real. Like the whole
Yeah.
universe feels like it actually exists and is not some like CG recreation like some other shows. It's crazy.
It's so funny. It's kind of
When
the perfect
Disney
way
wants to
to
be good, they fucking kick ass, I have to say.
yeah, well, it's like what 1 out of 9 attempts ain't bad. They had to get one of these right eventually. It's funny that we started this segment with Goonies 40th anniversary because Skeleton Crew is Goonies. I mean, it's Goonies. That story, that idea endures. It doesn't matter what genre it's in, what time of year it's released, when it's released. Like, Skeleton Crew is fucking awesome. You know what? Fuck a second season. Give them a movie. Give the kids a movie. Let Bryce Dallas Howard direct it. It'll be awesome.
That would be dope. I'm totally down.
I
for
can't
that.
wait to hear.
Let her dad produce it
Yes.
so he can be part of something that's watched.
Yes.
Oh no! Wait, you're saying their viewership was bad? The curse continues.
The curse continues. Oh no, Ron. Yeah. That's it for me, dude. That's it for me.
Same here.
Good week. Big fucking week. Thank you everybody who listened and tuned in. We'll be back. We'll figure out what's happening next. I have no fucking clue. But check the socials and we'll let you know. And until
Hopefully
next
we
time.
won't be disappointed.
Hope no disappointments. Please, no disappointments. Till next time, we're out of here. Peace.
Peace.